Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this particular video on my FYP and I said I was going to share with you guys where this Latino woman was, really angry. Like, you need to hear her speak with so much, anger in her, talking about how people should come out. Why is everyone so calm and quiet? Why is nobody doing anything with all that is happening in the US with the whole DI rollback, with the whole, like people's interest being trampled on, and nobody's saying anything, especially people of color not saying anything, and how America used to be this and that before. Right now, nobody is that again. That the things that are happening right now is not something that everybody should keep quiet on. Anyway, I'm just going to let her video roll. Then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please do well to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
I don't know, guys. Maybe I got it wrong, right? Maybe I don't know what it means to be a real American, and you guys can help me out. But like, how do you call yourself an American and you're not more outraged at the attack on your constitutional rights? You're not outraged that civil rights and women's rights are currently regressing in the United States. You guys call yourself freedom-fighting, veteran-loving, hard-working Americans. Your grandparents fought Nazis, but you're not the slightest bit outraged that some ketamine-sniffing space nerd is sig heiling at the presidential inauguration. We're Americans. We used to bully the bullies. None of you guys are outraged that our president is funding a genocide against Palestinian children so we can have access to prime real estate. None of you guys are outraged enough at the attack on the working class. I mean, for Christ's sake, the abolishment of veteran affairs, the proposed budget cuts to Medicaid, the Department of Education being completely obliterated and defunded, firing of federal employees, the abolishment of employee rights. They are defunding EEOC, OSHA, the Department of Labor, the Department of Human Rights, and the unions that protect you. Also, the oligarch can work you harder, charge you more, and pay you less because hoarding 99% of American wealth wasn't enough. They want the 1% that we have left, right? How are you not outraged that a shittily built Cybertruck is more federally protected than your children in school? Or that our president is selling actual human beings into El Salvadorian slavery? You don't have access to free healthcare or food that doesn't create a need for healthcare that they overcharge you for. But your tax dollars go to his golf trips in Mar-a-Lago so he can attend the Daytona 500 and the Super Bowl. JD Vance will hop on stage and tell you America needs more babies while doing fuck all to educate the ones we have or stop them from becoming victims of mass and school shootings. This has got to be a joke. Like, no, like I'm really struggling with this. I don't get it. Our president is committing crimes against humanity, war crimes, treason against America, and acts of sedition, and y'all ain't even outraged. Where's the call to action? You know, in Serbia, they had an 800,000 person protest over 15 dead citizens. Georgia and Greece are in an open revolution against greedy politicians. Germany is protesting every day to stop an alt-right uprising. Ukraine is in an all-out war with Russia to protect Europe and the rest of the world from Putin. And South Africa is dismantling hundreds of years of colonizers. But what are Americans doing? We got Democrats being performative at best and Americans boycotting Amazon for one day. For one day. You guys better put a little fucking pep in your step. The end of America isn't coming. It's here. And if y'all don't get a little more outraged, you're going to spend the rest of your life being a fucking slave.
I think these people are really not getting it. When people tell you that they are resting, that's exactly what you need to get. There's some people that are not ready to come join you, start clapping back at whatever thing that is happening, making noise about it, carrying their placard and all that on the street. How exactly are you expecting them to react? For them to come out and what will happen? What exactly do you want them to do? The only way for them to show that they are not interested is for them to vote the way they did. And for some of you who are coming on there and telling people, oh, you need to come out, you need to be outraged, you need to do this, you need to do that. Some of you actually voted for what is currently happening in the country. And now you're asking them to come out. Exactly how do you want them to, to feel, or what do you expect them to do? No, you guys actually did this. You voted against your own interests and you're looking for people to help you fix it. How melodramatic right now.
So obviously, I'm hoping that by the summer of 2029, we can all take a deep breath and get excited about recovering from all the shit that's about to happen from the second Trump presidency. But again, that's the summer of 2029. We're approaching the summer of 2025. And for all the people out there that still support Donald Trump, one thing for me, bro, why I won't have the conversation with y'all or try to allow you to preach your perspective to me as if I'm going to switch sides is because racism was not where you drew the line. All these people talking about, oh, Charlie Kirk is so intelligent. He has all these facts. He owns the liberals in debates. He's a racist that debates college kids. And more times than not, he does not have that same winning aura when his debates are with his peers or those that are older than him. But again, y'all will praise Charlie Kirk while ignoring his racism. I don't want to have the fucking conversation. And it's not just against black people by any means. We already see how they're fucking treating immigrants, knowing that the way that they demonize illegal immigrants in this country puts the Latino citizens in this country in danger because of how prevalent discrimination and racism and things like that is in this country. So they know that when they call every immigrant the worst, most violent criminal out there, they know that the racist motherfuckers in this country are going to look at the U.S. citizens all the same that are Latino and treat them differently as well. That's why they don't pause and hesitate, or they're more careful with their wording or with these press releases and shit like that, because they don't give a fuck. And I know it's not just black people or just Latino people. Look at this fucking, listen to this fucking bill they're trying to pass. They just released it's called they're trying to stop Chinese people from coming in and getting student visas to learn in America. I took a screenshot. Give me a second. It's called the Stop CCP Visa Act. Was introduced last week by Republican Riley Moore. Of course, it's a fucking Republican, a first-term Republican congressman from West Virginia, who cited concerns about espionage and intellectual property theft. It would deny student visas to all Chinese nationals, regardless of their field or academic level. And I think that tactic they use is what pisses me off, is they're like, oh, I can't just come out and say that I'm fucking racist, that I'm fucking evil, that I'm fucking filled with hatred, so I have to disguise it as something. So in this regard, they're like, oh, Chinese students can be guilty of espionage or stealing intellectual property. Oh, all the illegal immigrants are bringing drugs into this country and they're part of gangs. Oh, all the black people and marginalized groups and minorities in positions of power or have prominent status in the U.S., that's only because of DEI. So we're not attacking them because of their race or because of their existence or because we just fucking hate them. We're attacking them because of all these problems we've noticed that they're causing. They try to disguise it as a positive. And of course, the racist people that also share that fucked up mindset are like, oh yeah, I can get on board with that because I'll receive so much less backlash. They feel empowered because of the Trump administration. And if you can look at that and say, yeah, I don't agree with that, and still support the Trump administration, do you think we have anything to talk about? You're fucking right, it's a divided country. Even outside of the race and ethnicity conversation and that obvious bullshit, okay? You can't even call yourself an American because of how they're shitting on the Constitution. We already know how pissed off we are that nobody voted for fucking Elon Musk. But now he's talking about impeaching federal judges that don't just kiss Trump's ass and get on what was it? Posted 17 times in the last 24 hours about impeaching judges. How many times did he tweet and post about clearing up that fucking Nazi salute? He didn't have the time of day to clear that shit up. But when it comes to impeaching federal judges for doing their fucking job and stopping Trump from just doing all these unconstitutional fucking things, now it's time to impeach federal judges. And you call yourself a fucking American? No matter how much you love and praise Donald Trump, you cannot be an American and support the administration that is going against the Constitution. I just watched Tom Homan, and they were like, how are y'all trying to enact this Alien Enemies Act from way the fuck back then? And his response was, oh, you're talking about an old law that we're trying to follow? Well, the Constitution is old as shit, and we follow that every day. And I'm just like, Tom, don't compare the fucking Constitution, the backbone of this fucking nation, to the Alien Enemies Act that y'all are trying to use it as an excuse to get as many Latino Americans out of the country as possible. Don't even try to make that fucking comparison, because we all are aware that the Constitution was written when black people were seen as 3/5 humans. So obviously there's some fucking holes in that document, and amendments can happen, but ultimately it's the fucking Constitution for the goddamn country. You want to compare the Alien Enemies Act from way back whenever the fuck to the Constitution to be like, oh, we honor the Constitution, so we have to honor the old laws as well. Segregation used to be a fucking law. I bet you would love for that shit to come back. All the laws that used to hinder minorities and shit like that, and just give the golden egg to the white man, no matter if he's the best American or the most mediocre motherfucker in the country. I bet you would love for those laws and policies and practices and shit to come back, wouldn't you? But then they want to run away from that conversation. So let me just make this clear for MAGA. Y'all support somebody who would not do a second debate with Kamala Harris after screaming to the fucking heavens that he would do a debate anytime, anywhere with Joe Biden. I don't know how many fucking presidents have done that 60-minute interview, but I know that Donald Trump fucking ran away from it like a bitch. And now they're saying, oh, they're asking y'all too many questions at the town halls. Just stop doing them. Just know that y'all voted for these Republican senators that won't even have a town hall with you. But then that Republican senator in Georgia said that the goal of all this is to minimize the federal government so that the local and state governments have more power, and you're better represented because you have more access to them now that the federal government has been fucking minimized. That same fucking senator. These guys are also saying, hey, we're not holding town halls anymore. Y'all can't come and talk to us anymore because y'all are upset and you're yelling and you have questions. But they're also telling you, hey, let's minimize the federal government so we can better represent you. And for some reason, y'all are too fucking stupid to be like, hey, maybe these people don't give a fuck about representing me. Maybe if y'all spent less time blaming everything on the Democrats and the liberals and all this other bullshit, maybe y'all should talk more amongst yourselves. Instead of having a fucking just look at your MAGA brother, your MAGA sister, whatever the fuck y'all call it in that cult, man, and just say, hey, isn't this shit a little weird? That whole, your body, my choice, motherfucker, he just made some post talking about how he doesn't like Trump anymore, all this shit. Like, I'm glad that y'all are finally fucking questioning it. But also keep in mind that we tried to yell this shit at y'all for fucking months. And now y'all are like, oh my God, I didn't think he would do. You saw evil, you saw racism, you saw hatred, you saw a motherfucker that wanted nothing but to avoid prison, and you said, that is the fucking filthy rich American that has my best interests in mind. And over the next 3+ years, when you fucking have to face the consequences of that dumb shit, or especially for the single issue voters, or especially for the people that just didn't vote at all, please don't expect like sympathy and open arms and shit. Because we tried to warn y'all long before you went in that fucking booth in November and voted for this shit. The fuck is going through y'all's heads, man?
I think at this point, people just need to be very much truthful to themselves. Like, come out plain and state who you are, what your gain are, okay, in all of this. Because all of these things that are happening are caused by people. It's somebody that came up, it was people that came up together and said, oh, we're going to vote this person, these people into power. Even when all the red flags were there, all the flags that they needed, everything that they needed was there, these people openly told them, oh, I need your votes, I don't care. They told you what they were going to do. They wrote it all out. You didn't study Project 2025, even though some of you actually saw it, but you made your decision. So if somebody that came up and said, I'm going to vote this person into power, I want these people to be in power because they do not like the people we don't like, so I want them to be in power. All of a sudden, it has moved from them saying, oh, we are going to send all the legal, we're going to stop sending our money to other countries, supporting other countries so that we can have enough money to take care of our veterans. Right now, it's no longer about that. They're no longer talking about that. They're not talking about, sacking veterans. A lot of them are being sacked on a daily, and some of you are excited about it. This is all what you voted for. Some of you are coming out and, screaming and asking people to do something about it, scream about it, be outraged, be this, be that. These are all English that you're saying, because at the end of the day, it takes more than a word or a voice to really change anything. It takes a community. And where some of you should start from is your community. If you really want to make a change in all of this, if you want to change what is happening, if you want what is happening to stop, you need to start from your community. You need to start telling your own people that, oh, I think we have made a mistake. Oh, what we did was wrong. We voted against people's interests. And now it's time for us to make amends. Because I've not seen some of these Latinos who are really making noise. Some of them are not even on the street like the rest of them, right? Talking about all of the things that's happening. Some of the veterans who are complaining are also not on the street with the rest of them, because most of them voted for this, right? And now they're talking about segregation, they're talking about just every other day you wake up, there's just one thing or the other you're going to hear, and you just wonder, why are these people complaining? Because this is something they all came up and said, this is what we're going to do. You said you're going to do this. You came up and said you were going to vote for this. No matter how much you love a person, that's why what this other black guy was saying, that no matter how much you love this administration, somehow you're going to get affected with the different patterns and different executive orders, with different things that are saying. Somehow, someday, you come to the realization that, oh, I made a mistake. I would have done better if I had known better. It's quite unfortunate that a lot of people are not getting what is happening. That's why you're seeing few of them saying, oh, we regret our votes, while you're seeing others making fun of it, while you're seeing others saying that we can never regret our vote, this is what we wanted. Because they've not come to the realization that, oh, people are actually going through stuff. Some of them are not even getting it. Some of them are not, they don't believe it that people are going through stuff because it has not come to their doorstep. They've not felt it within them. Nobody around them is feeling the heat. Because if you're feeling the heat, I'm sure that your spoken language will be quite different from the rest of us right now. You will be speaking another language. You won't be speaking just the way you're speaking, right? So a lot of people are not really catching what is happening. Most people just feel that it's still business as usual, but power has really changed hands. A lot has happened. A lot has still going to happen. A lot have changed. Things have really changed, and people are going through stuff. People are feeling the heat. Some people can no longer afford groceries. Some people cannot afford housing. Some people are looking for the next available way to migrate out of the country because they can no longer take it. They're like, you know what? It's time to leave. People no longer have that dream of, oh, let's go back, let's move to this place, let's live in this place. Oh, we're in the best country in the world. People are changing their narrative and like, are you telling me there is no place that is better than home at some point? So people are looking for other ways of escape. But guys, share your thoughts with me in the comments. Let's just have that conversation. What do you think about today's video? Please share with me in the comment section. Okay, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys on my next video. Bye guys.